know. You never know. Hey folks, David Olney here. This is You Never Know. And, what's coming up here? No, I need a better beginning. This is You Never Know, the show that answers all your questions about cooking. And, no, that's not that. That's another show. Okay, here's something. April is National Poetry Month, so wear clean underwear. Okay, what's happening? Oh, yeah. WXNA is going to be this new station, radio station, and I'm going to be a disc jockey on it if I don't screw up. And I've been going over there and kind of practicing my deal, you know, which buttons to push when and how to make sure, you push the microphone button to make sure it's off before I start swearing in Swahili. So it's just a whole nother thing I got to learn how to do. Okay, but that'll be fun. And I don't know, I think it's sometime in May they're shooting for to get the station started, which I may be in Europe at that point. So maybe they're waiting for me to leave town. I don't know. Should I be paranoid? All right. This April 23rd, Shakespeare's The Bard's Birthday Bash at the Nashville, Tennessee main downtown library from 1 to 4 p.m., which I'm going to be in the Comedy of Errors this summer. I got to sing this song. I don't have to sing it. I want to sing it. And I made it up, and it's, so I'll probably sing that song at this thing. And, if you're into that stuff, come on by. Saturday, May 7th at 7 p.m., last U.S. show before European tour. First we take Bobby's Idle Hour, then we take Europe. Bobby's Idle Hour on Music Row in Nashville, Tennessee. European tour 2016, dates in Germany, the Netherlands, and Austria. Begin in mid-May through early June. Okay, if you want to check out all this stuff, see if I'm lying, visit davidolney.com for all the information you need. Okay, what else? My friend Ben Jones. Do you know that face? Have you seen that man? This is the guy that played Cooter on the Dukes of Hazzard. He was also a congressman from Georgia way back when. I mean, just a totally interesting guy. And I knew him from my brief academic career at the University of North Carolina. I met him we were playing pinball. Now, I believe the name of a pinball game we were playing was the Student Prince in the Tempo Room on Franklin Street, where I spent all my time, none of it in class. Okay, anyway, he's got this Southern Accents. It's this CD, and on it he does a song of mine, which is why I'm telling you about it, that and the fact that he's my friend. Okay, so there's that. And I think that covers everything. Okay, so I wanted to do, this is 2 songs. One thing when I'm playing live I like to do is put 2 songs that seemingly don't have anything to do with each other and put them together, and they kind of complement each other. So this first one is an old Bee Gees song. In the event of something happening to me, there is something I would like you all to see. It's just a photograph of someone I once knew. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones? Do you know what it's like on the outside? Don't go talking too loud, you'll cause a landslide, Mr. Jones. I keep straining my ears to hear a sound. Maybe someone is digging underground, or have they given up and all gone home to bed, thanking those who once were living now are dead. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones? Do you know what it's like on the outside? Don't go talking too loud, you'll cause a landslide, Mr. Jones. In the event of something happening to me, there is something I would like you all to see. It's just a photograph of someone I once knew. Have you seen my wife, Mr. Jones? Do you know what it's like on the outside? Don't go talking too loud, you'll cause a landslide, Mr. Jones. Lightning spoke to the wind. The devil's in me today, my friend. Do you see that old oak tree down yonder? Blow like hell and bring down thunder. And when your raging's through, I'll cut that oak in two. Wind began to moan. The old oak tree began to groan. Thunder raged like hell's own daughter. The air was filled with fire and water, and laughing viciously, lightning struck that tree. The old oak tree began to shudder, but he held his ground like some old soldier. His ancient pride was burnt and shaken, but something deep inside did waken. He raised his limbs just like Moses, and blossomed roses. He blossomed roses. He blossomed roses. The sky is clear, the air is clean, the earth is brown, the forest green. The ancient oak, he still is standing, with strength that passes understanding, like dreams a noble mind composes. Blossoms roses, blossoms roses, blossoms roses, 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 roses. for something happening to me. Roses. All right. New York mining disaster followed by roses. And New York mining disaster, that was just a song when it came out. I kind of learned that. And then I forgot it. It went into the back recesses of the swamp of my mind. And then when I got arrested a few years back in New York and was in the jail, and I thought, you know, being in jail is a lot, seems to me, I don't know, I've never been in a mining disaster, but it seems to me that there is a similarity in that you hope that there are people outside that are trying to get you out. And so it popped into my head to combine these two songs. And Roses, I made up when I was doing this tour opening for Melissa Etheridge around 1990, around there. And I was just worn out on the road. The driving was weird, and it was a very strange thing. She was great, and all her band, all her people treated me great, except her fans, who almost without exception didn't like me, or it's not like they actively disliked me, they just weren't interested. So playing the gigs was kind of weird. So I was tired and weary and, you know, kind of discouraged about the human condition. And I remember I was sitting in a motel room in St. Louis, and I thought I would really like to write a song that has a miracle in it. And the miracle, as it turned out, was that there were no people in the song. It was all wind and trees and fire and rain and all that stuff. And I started it in St. Louis and then finished it a couple of nights later in Chicago. And so that's where that came from. And it's, you know, been recorded. I can't remember who did it. But anyway, I love that song, and I like putting those two songs together. And so I hope you're doing good, and I'll see you next week. Carry on. You never know. You never know. You never know.